All right, I just took a shower in the river. Went to my short sleeve shirt that I've been carrying. Did laundry in the river. Back in the farmland. But I was just thinking about the July 4th I had. I didn't really realize how good it was that night. I knew it was good, but talking to other people, a lot of people didn't have anything on July 4th. Some of them were in Gettysburg, but most of them didn't have any fireworks going on. And so it's kind of hit me that I lucked out on that July 4th. In addition, I was thinking I deserved it. I think that was my first or second day past Boonesboro. I think it was the day I went through Boonesboro, so it might have been the day after. But yeah, kind of fitting that it's a good little celebration of passing where I got to before, and just cool to see probably, I don't know, 200 fireworks shows at once. Some of them went by really quick, others lasted a little longer, but it didn't last super long. Altogether about an hour and a half were the longest. I swear this reminds me of the end of Castaway. When he gets to that four-way intersection. But it's actually awesome walking through these fields. I love it. Apparently people don't like it, but I think it's cool. It's a great day. 3 o'clock. I took a snapshot on my phone of the temperature. It feels like 101. And I'd agree. Alright, let me find the trail here. Okay, quick review of Boiling Springs, because it's a great trail town, really. So the best part was the little pavilion right outside. It's called the Children's Lake. That thing's a pond. It's not a lake, but it's a nice little lake, I'll call it. About the size of the one down from where I lived on Buchanan Street. About that size. With people walking. A lot of ducks and geese. But a little outdoor pavilion that was covered. Patio. Had power outlets. And then I went to Cafe 101. Decent price. Gave you a good amount of food. I have to say the Western omelet wasn't to my liking. It was all right, but definitely good enough to clean my plate. I've just had better, but it was good. And home fries were good. Resupply was good too at the convenience store. I mean, it had everything you need within like 3 blocks. And there were other restaurants. There was a pizza place I didn't go to. Thought about it. And also the tavern I didn't go to. So, also there's an outfitter right there off the trail. Didn't have a whole lot, but it had some decent stuff. I got a new USB cable. Got a new buff. And bought something else. Oh, some the soap, Dr. Bronner's, where I took my shower with and all that. It's actually called Camp Suds. I've never used it, but it's good. So yeah, Bowling Springs was good. Really convenient town. Worth the stop. Get these suckers going home from work. 4:45. These are the ones that got off a little early on a Tuesday. As for me, I'm hiking on. Never seen that. That looks like fun. It's about 6:45. I went into Sheets off the road, got a little bit of food. It was okay. Got a milkshake that was good. But yeah, 6:45, and I got about 5 miles to go, unless something pops up before then. So it's a water issue. No, I'm getting monotonous, but it's still super hot. I'm telling you, it gets so hot. It doesn't cool down till really like 11 o'clock. So even when it gets dark, it takes a couple hours. So you kind of sit and sweat no matter what at the end of the day. It's been an awesome little section. I've enjoyed it. And not just because there's food everywhere. And I've been eating my way across the northern half of the trail so far. But hiking just hasn't been bad. I know it's going to get worse. I know, but that's why I'm enjoying it. So there's a guy up there flying around on a, I don't know, parachute and a big fan, whatever that's called. I think I want to do that. That looks kind of fun. He's just cruising around. I mean, it's late, or it's getting to be the evening. I don't know where he came from. He was right overhead though. Oh. There's the worker bees. I would not trade places with them. This farmland, it's awesome out here. I was reading people didn't like this. I mean, it's different for one, but it's just cool. We came up behind back there, this big old farm. You can see the silos right there. But that's what we were hiking in the guy's farm. So a lot of private farmland. And kind of cool. And he's just sitting out front selling corn and other stuff. No fruit. At least none advertised. But yeah, a little shed sitting out front. It has been a great day, really. Oh, geez. Pennsylvania snakes on my mind. I thought that was a snake. I do think about snakes a lot out here. Pennsylvania and New Jersey, in my head, are two states with the snakes that get you. So. Yeah, this is very cool. Like I said, it reminds me of some of the farms in Colorado that I got to see. And even some out in the country in South Carolina. A little bit. But these have the AT going right through them, so. So we will see. Farms back there. About 5 miles. I think 5 miles to the shelter, which I don't care about really. But for water, the shelter has a 50-50 source. But see now, look at that. There's a camp spot. But I don't know if you could even camp here. This might be private property, and wouldn't work. No trees for me. Keep on hiking. But yeah, about 5 miles to the shelter, 50-50 water source. But about 0.8 or something like that before the shelter is a reliable water source that might have a camp spot. So if I can camp at the water source, I'm all about it. If it's taken, which I don't know, there's been some other people hiking out today. It's been kind of surprising how little people have been on trail. I guess the heat, which, yeah, I'm complaining a lot, and it is hot. I don't feel like I'm complaining so much, really. It's manageable, really. It's I've been a lot worse. I was thinking about it. I mean, the problem is being out in it every day until, like I said, 10 or 11 o'clock. It's still hot. And then at 3 a.m. it gets windy and a little chilly. But it's just hot. Your feet are in worse shape. Your clothes get all the salt in them. That's something I don't really think about when I'm sitting in the air conditioning, but that salt crust that gets on your clothes, once you get that bad, which we've been out, that's how it's been, it's pretty miserable. But anyway, I was thinking about how like hotter places I've been, and man, it reminded me of August football practices at Wardlaw, the 2-a-days. The reason I had to have a 2-a-days because the middle of the day was too hot, so I had to go in the morning. And I was thinking I still think we started at like 2 to 4 or 2 to 4:30 for the afternoon, which it was still hot as hell. So those were definitely hotter. And some of those practices, that was like about to pass out hot. This hasn't really been that bad. And some of the days in Augusta, Georgia. But make no mistake, it's hot. The locals say it's the hottest it's ever been. Like, all right, well, they say I don't remember it ever getting this hot. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to hiking here. Talk to you later. Good morning. So today's gonna be I was gonna say different than any other, but I've had one other like this, I guess, or two. But I'm just gonna do a really short day today. I'm about 11 miles into Duncannon. I did leave camp late, around 9. Actually, probably closer to 9:30. But the issue with Duncannon is if I were to go into town, it's the whole camping situation. I'd have to go a lot of miles afterwards. So instead of doing that and forcing it, and truthfully, the spots on my feet, and now I have a rub spot all along my back where my hip belt is. They need some time off. Yesterday I ended up doing about 18. It was more than I wanted to. Hiked for about 20 minutes in the dark. Which is no biggie. My first choice was full, so I had to go about another mile in the dark. Set up in the dark. It wasn't that big a deal, but I did more than I wanted to overall. Just because of the camping and water situation. I thought about taking a Trail Zero where I was because it was a good spot, but I think I'm gonna do 3.5. Really, these spots, it was from doing those 2 20+ days, because they felt better when I did that 8-mile day. But then yesterday with 18 miles, it all kind of came back, and then I got the very beginning of rub spot on my back, on my hip belt. So I'm just gonna take it super easy. I think I'll have cell service, so I'm just gonna veg out. Got plenty of food. Got resupply in Duncannon tomorrow. So got power to last for the day to veg out, so it's going to be a good day. I'll do some reading. 3.5 is a water source with some campsites. And then tomorrow, I'm looking forward to Duncannon. They have an outfitter. I need some new Injinji socks. Need some Band-Aids. Injinji socks, but it's also a laundromat. They'll give you loaner clothes to do laundry. So and a shower. So I think for $5. So it's almost like a hotel stay, but it's super cheap. I want to do laundry to get all the salt out of my clothes. I had beehived around them this morning, and they were not wanting to let me put my shorts on because they wanted the salt. But overall, I think if I just take it easy, these marks, they're not getting much. They didn't get worse yesterday, but they got to about where they were. So I'm gonna get off my feet today. Still no zeros, but a really short day. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So after that, in Duncannon, it's the same as from what I can tell. Like I said, it's just there's a lot of miles. Yesterday I went from 6:30 leaving town to about 9. And I was booking it. And that was just to find a spot. So I don't want to do that again today, especially with these spots. It wouldn't be too bad if it was cooler and I didn't have these rub marks popping up, but as it is, I'm gonna play it safe, take it easy, and yeah, that is what I'll be doing today. So we'll either see y'all later today or see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Oh, and it is July 10th. here in Pennsylvania, heading into Duncannon. All right. So it's 8 o'clock and it's like storms coming in, which is cool. However, it's getting quite windy. So I just happened to be looking around. I was looking at the campsite and I noticed this tree here, and look at the roots, not really held in. So I would say that it's weakened, and if it were to fall, it would fall right between these two trees. Not to mention it's sharing roots with that other tree. Now it's 8 o'clock and I'm all been set up all day. Fortunately, there's another campsite like 100 yards to the left, and I went and looked. It doesn't look to be as bad, but to do this, I mean, that tree's big, and I kid you not, it would fall right there. Not that it's gonna fall, but just started thinking, you never know. And I actually did have a branch fall earlier. That's kind of what made me think about it. This branch here fell. There's my foot for size. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna go move camp 100 yards down at 8 o'clock. Better safe than sorry. Like I said, I did go look at that other campsite, and it looks better. I don't see nothing like this for sure. So, alright, gonna do this. Pretty annoying, but better safe than sorry. On a 3.5 mile day, hey, it'll add like 0.05 to the day, so it'll be like 3.51. Anyway, see y'all later. All right, today is Thursday, the 10th or 11th. Went into Duncannon. It was a good day overall. Kind of an average in and out town stop. I didn't really do much. Just resupplied, ate some food. Setting up. Only did 12 miles. Let's see, what's the name of this shelter? But it's kind of a water and camping situation. Clark's Ferry. Definitely been cooler today. Oh, as for yesterday, didn't sleep too good. The storm wasn't bad. It did storm, but it stopped at like 11. And something did come down, a tree or something, at 11 o'clock. Woke me up. So I didn't sleep too well. But the tree that I moved to avoid did not fall, so I was good either way. A little cooler today. Privy's down there. But a little cooler today, 12. The next shelter is about 4 miles from here. It's about 4 o'clock now. But the water for that shelter is steep. It's the hardest water source on trail. So I'm avoiding it. I'm gonna pull up here, and then I'm not sure about where I'd camp if I were to keep going, because I could have done some more miles. I could have hiked till about 6 because it doesn't feel too hot today. But this is that thing where I talk about take it while you got it. So yeah, it was 3:30, a little early, but I came upon this campsite. It's a pretty good water source. It's just kind of a no-brainer in my book. My feet are feeling better. Still nursing them a little bit, but my feet are feeling better. All my rub spots, these bugs are still bad. But yeah, good day. 12 miles, nothing crazy. Out of Duncannon. The next stopping point, I think, is about 40 miles from here. So I got some good food, good resupply. Just gonna kind of put my head down and hike for 2-3 days to get that 40. But all right, I'm gonna go get set up and call it early night. Try to get an early start in the morning. I assume it won't be, I can't say this cold or chilly because it's still pretty warm, but it'll be hotter tomorrow probably. So maybe I'll try to get up early tomorrow. All right, see y'all later. Good morning. Here is the trail. It's rocky. It's about 10:30. Actually kind of tired, but I slept late last night. I don't know, I was woken up around 1 or something. There was something making noises outside, so yeah, but still kind of tired. So I don't know. It's a good day to hike though. It's pretty cool. You know, relatively, it is like yesterday. Yeah. And just rocky. These are the rocks they talk about. We're definitely in the rocky Pennsylvania miles. And it really is every type of rock, shape and size you can imagine. So other than that, and that kind of slows you down. But other than that, just another day. Okay, it is 9 o'clock on the 13th here in Pennsylvania. just to make a note of how bad the bugs are. Here's all the rocks. I had a bug in the last 2 hours since I've been hiking. Just one flew right to the back of my throat. So I basically swallowed him. I had no choice. He just went straight to the back of my throat. Had another one go at my eye. Had a couple of them just hit me in the head. Little big buzzing ones. Had some that just followed me for 15 minutes. It's been rough. Oh, I had a gnat go up my nose. I've had enough. But yeah, Pennsylvania is honestly not that bad. This is pretty miserable. I've been doing this for about 30 minutes now. It's just up. Just been doing this, just climbing. And there's definitely rocks in Pennsylvania, but I don't know. I'm probably about 120 miles until I'm done, and it hasn't been that bad. Oh, in addition to the bugs, I forgot to mention all the spiders. Tons of spiders lately. Some in my shoe in the morning. They're just all over the place. Mosquitoes are bad. It's buggy out here. So I'm actually sweating on the camera. It's about to mess up, so I'm gonna hike on.